What is going on, internet? In this video we're going to closely examine secret training just a little bit more. If you do not know what secret training is, I suggest going to my previous video and checking it out. I pretty much went through the basics on what it is and how to do it. Just a long story short, pretty much you just take one active member and you passively gain XP while you are away, or you can do the little cheat thing and go to your date and time settings and fast forward yourself into the future and trick the system into thinking you were away for a certain amount of time, easily netting you some XP. Internet, let me tell you something. I know I'm from SoCal, women, weed and weather and all that good stuff, but my body cannot take the heat and it is hot as the dickens right now, so I apologize ahead of time if my brain wanders off. But pretty much in this video we're going to go through secret training just a little bit more. When I talked about it in my other video, I was barely scratching the surface. I mean, I said it wasn't even worth fast forwarding time. You know, I was doing 15 to 30 years and I was barely getting any XP whatsoever. It's because you can get a maximum amount of XP, so they actually stop you from getting so much XP. So they probably thought about this fast forwarding thing just a little bit, knowing that people are going to end up doing it. So they said, you know what, you can only get a certain amount of XP, and if you're going to do this, you're going to have to do a lot of it. And a lot of it I did do for the sake of figuring it out myself. So I harnessed my inner Asian. I never did that too much in high school. I mean, here I am talking about video games now. I hung out with the Asian crowd because, you know, I am Asian. Who else am I going to hang out with? They were too smart for their own good. I was like, why are these bitches so smart? Why am I hanging out with you guys? Then, you know, they're probably off doing smart people things, and here I am talking about video games. But I harnessed it and I kind of broke down the numbers just a little bit. I'm probably off here and there, but I think it is good enough for me to share it with everybody else. Feel free to ignore the gameplay footage that's going to be going on in the background. It's just there to be there for background noise and for filler. And again, if you do not know the little fast forwarding trick, go watch the other video. It's a rather lengthy process of doing all this leveling up stuff, and you'll understand why in a little bit, so I'm not going to go through the step-by-step process of it all. But pretty much what I harnessed my inner Asian for was to see how much XP you gain after a certain amount of time, the maximum amount you can get, and kind of maximizing your time, I guess, even though I didn't maximize my time. I'm going to try to save you guys some time. So what I found out was, and remember, you do not get to pick your trainer, meaning you get a randomized amount of XP, but you know, it's nothing too overwhelming where you get a low ranking trainer when you're high leveled and vice versa. What it came down to was you need a minimum of 2 hours for it to actually gain effect for you to gain one trainer. So a minimum of 2 hours and maximum of 4 hours to get just one trainer. For 2 trainers, you need a minimum of 5 hours. Now, I didn't test out anything after that because I skipped a whole day to see how many trainers I get, and after a 24-hour cycle I got 6 to 7 trainers. So you can do the math there and figure out how much you need, or how much you're gonna get after 6 hours. So again, 2 to 4 hours, 1 trainer, 5 to 6 hours, 2 trainers, 24 hours, 6 to 7 trainers. And after 48 hours, I decided to go ahead and jump to about a month, and with that you get 12 trainers. And then we decided to get all crazy and fast forwarded ourselves an entire year, and once again got 12 trainers. And just for testing sake and for clarity, we decided to do 2 years and so forth and so on, and we kept getting 12 trainers. So in conclusion, the maximum amount you can get is 12 of these bad boys. So obviously one of the biggest annoyances of this entire thing is that you're going to have to be doing this for one character at a time. That's if you want to have each and every one of your characters reach the maximum amount. The maximum level is 99. You can't go beyond that. I've tried training more when I was level 99, but you actually gain 0 XP. And again, in case you are completely oblivious to the thing or you just completely forgot, you cannot pick your trainers, and they are different levels, so your XP gain will be completely randomized. But it's not completely random where you'll start seeing significantly higher level gains in certain parts and significantly lower ones in other parts. There's kind of the same pattern to it. For the most part, the trainers themselves are between levels 20 to 40, so you'll see it fluctuate between those two numbers. There's probably a higher number than that, but I wasn't paying attention to it all too much. But for the most part, yeah, there are those levels, and you'll see where your characters have that level jump in certain parts. Obviously, in the beginning, you're going to be getting a huge amount of levels at a time. This is if you're hitting the maximum amount of trainers every single time you're doing this. But once you hit level 60, you're going to start seeing just a little bit of slowdown. I think during this time, I was getting roughly 5 levels at a time. Before that, it was roughly 7 to 8, something around that. But once you hit 60, again, it slows down. And once you hit 80, it slows down even more. You're going to be getting roughly 3 to 4 levels at a time. And then again, level 90, that's when you start going to grinding your teeth a little bit because of how slow and how many times you're going to have to be doing this. I think for the most part, at least with my experience, I gained 1 level every time I hit the maximum amounts of trainers. There are certain items in the game that give you double XP. I know each character has a double XP weapon. I don't know if it counts towards this or if it's only in battle mode or something like that. And there's an item you get, I think it's after 50 hours in the game. I don't have anything, so I'm not going to be able to test this out, and I probably won't because I feel like by that time everyone should be high leveled anyways. So I'm not going to do further testing on that, but maybe those items will work. Again, you can look at the numbers to kind of get the breakdown on what you really need. Pretty much it's only between 2 to 4 hours, 5 to 6 hours, 24, 48 plus. That's pretty much it. So nothing too much, nothing too complicated. You guys will be able to understand that. And again, you need about, I'll just say 50 rotations worth of saving and fast forwarding for this to actually make your character reach level 99. It could be more, it could be less, but just trust me, it takes longer than you would like it to. Hey, there you go, my mic wasn't on. Anyways, good luck and have fun. And once you're completed, I don't know if you get anything if all your characters are level 99. I know I got, obviously I have one character only level 99. I think I got like a Lassie crystal or something like that. I don't remember at this very instance, but it's nothing of importance to me at the moment. But once you do have it complete, be sure to give yourself a pat on the back from me. And then I do remind you to go outside and stretch your legs and get that blood circulating, alright? That about wraps everything up for this video. I hope it's going to help you guys out some way and you can maximize your time somehow. Once again, good luck to all of you and use this grain of knowledge wisely. So please follow, support, spread the love as much as you want to and as much as you can. And if you have already, I appreciate it to the fullest extent. And that's about it for me. Thanks again. See you guys real soon.